right now, I have 3 properties and a tract of land that are currently under my jurisdiction, for lack of a better word. But late over the last 6 months, we had a couple deaths in the family, so things had kind of come to a standstill. But the last email I got from Megan for the biannual review, that kind of solidified and made me kind of like get back on the horse again. So, and I might be segueing off the original question. With that email and what she's done, it made me come back to a point with my organization, to get back on track and keep moving forward. So right now I'm in the process of closing on a multifamily probably within the next 6 weeks. I'm a member of Bigger Pockets, so I think through that organization and listening to a couple podcasts, and I think you came up on one of the podcasts from, I don't remember the gentleman's name, it might have been Tim Ferriss, but and with them talking about you a couple times, and I believe I listened to you were a guest on one of the shows a couple times, and then I did a little background investigation and then just moved forward from there. In the beginning, because I've been in this business for a little over 20 years, I had Nevada. So moving toward your organization, after the investigation, listening to some podcasts that you were part of, it just seemed like a much better fit than I had with my prior company. I don't think, it just seemed like you and your organization were a lot like me, someone I wanted to work with. There was a realness about you, and not just trying to sell me a product and then you only hear from me again in a year when it's time to renew. But with that, dealing with the other company, it was like we sold you a car, but we're not going to tell you what all the bells and whistles in here do. Figure it out for yourself. And with what I'm trying to do is concentrate on my real estate business and then have someone work along with me, and that's what you guys bring to the table. Well, out here in this Sue happy world, and there's always unexpected. So it was just again, listening to your podcast and really realizing that, in order to move forward, while moving forward, anything can come up and stop you dead in your tracks, and you'd have to deal with it. So as I move along, I'm preparing and taking care of matters so that if something comes along, there's a protection there. She walked me through the process, what the two LLCs, the two structure of the LLC, what was involved, how the process works in acquiring properties or acquiring property and then moving into the LLC, the protection that it allowed, and how the corporations were set up, there in Texas, and my obligation, or not obligations, but my part in the forming of the corporations. That makes sense. It was very educational, and most of all, it was easy in the sense that everything was pretty much laid out. It was A, B, C, D, as opposed to, hey, Dixon, your corporation is formed. Here you go. I don't want to be an expert. I just need to know enough so that in the event something happens, I have enough knowledge to where I can speak to you or one of your representatives and go through the process. So again, having that person or that organization who are the experts I'm a little bit more comfortable, way bit more comfortable, to whereas, I can focus on what I need to focus on. No, pretty easy process. Again, it was explained to me in the beginning and then reinforced, as we've gotten to this point. So now as I move forward, it's a matter of shooting an email to one of your associates, and it's taken care of. Wow, the ladies are great. I mean, we make the appointment. We're either on a conference call or the Zoom. We take care of matters. When it's when all is said and done, our business is taken care of, and I have peace of mind. Most definitely, because, and I'm still small potatoes now, but if you're treating me like this, with the small potatoes, and as things progress, we stay on top of things, and having that person behind you that's keeping you organized in that respect makes life easier on the opposite end, so that you can move forward slowly, or I should say together. I feel valued now at this stage, and I feel assured that your organization is growing along as I'm growing, and you'll be there when I need you. Well, 10, and let me give you an example. My daughter is in Chicago. She's opening up a dispensary. So she's going through that process. And I spoke to Megan that even though Carrier is not in real estate, would your company be something for her to consider? So I connected Carrier and Megan, and they've talked to us. So Carrier's in the process of starting her organization. So something like that, it's huge, because I trust you, and I don't want to lead my daughter as she grows in her endeavors, the wrong way. So it wasn't like a sale. Carrier, I have this organization that I'm doing business with, yada, yada, yada. It's like, Carrier, I'm working with this company. They've got my back. Check them out. So yeah, you guys are golden. You're golden. Wow, you should take action right now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. You have to protect what you have now, and it's easy to start things now while you're thinking about it, because delaying it, there's just too many variables out here of not necessarily going wrong, but just getting lost. So starting now and then moving forward is a much easier process.